How's Afghanistan doing, by the way? They're still winning against Russia, which I still find very funny. And how defend Munich still got a lot of defenses. Hamburg still got a lot of defenses. And again, we're looking at a... It's not you. It's, this one? 37%. Like, we're getting close to where the AI wants to capitulate. Or where the event will fire. I think one more major city should do it. Or at least that's my my thoughts here. I think one more should get the job done. I mean, Dresden, it's a mountain province, isn't it? It's urban. Here's the thing, is like, I don't want to kind of leave Berlin. Let's move you up north. I mean, like, the end of the war, it's like, it's right there, right? Like, we can see the end. I'll pull one unit out. The thing is, like, this is all... No, you come here. Get some more organization back. As long as we can hold Schleswig Leipzig for a little while. I mean, there's still Munich. Let's see, actually, we can take Munich instead. Munich will definitely get us where we need to be. There's no doubt about that. And now you've once again gone to war with the Pacific States. Like you're having a bad time. Okay, we need to take Munich. One of you guys will help me take Munich. As long as you don't lose Dresden. I guess you can take Dresden. That'd be nice as well. Okay, 55, 57. We're at 53. The French are not helping us at all in this fight. Even though I think taking Dresden would actually end the war. Or taking Munich will end the war. It won't end the war. But it'll mean that Germany is out of the war, which makes, of course, our life easier. Okay, keep on force attacking your way in. 49%. One Moroccan unit did come in here for the reinforce. Very unfortunate. You did lose Chemnitz again. But I think you're about to take it back again. I mean, if we lose Chemnitz but take, like, take Munich, that's good for us. Okay, Munich has fallen. That puts Germany down to 31%. So this is around when the event for Fall of the Reichspakt should happen. Like, we're getting closer. That's kind of the important thing. Okay, we're still holding on to Munich. We did lose Chemnitz. Was that enough for them to... Yeah, they're 33% now. Let's move you up to here. I take Chemnitz, take Dresden, or take Hanover. Any one of those cities. Oh wait, no, never mind. It's happening right now, I think. Or is it? No, it's not. I thought it was happening because the game paused. Usually that's a sign that the event's firing. And Berlin still has to hold. Well, France are laying troops up in Norway. I don't know why Norway, but that's what they want to do. It's what they want to do. Let me see, because your 10 divisions is definitely a lot. You know, let's upgrade our aircraft. Let's go to Fighter 1. And you got Chemnitz again. Like, I want to keep checking this. 31. It might need to be under 30 for the event to fire. This president still got a lot of troops. There we go. We absolutely love to see it. The Reichspakt has fallen apart. And it's all thanks to me. Before we even joined up with the Internationale. Again, you're still at war with all these people. Russia now owns here for some reason, and these two areas, which I find a little bit strange. But now Austria has to fight all of this alone. You all don't have anyone in your... Yeah, because like all the German troops that are probably supporting these guys are all gone now. Okay, Sweden and Flanders Wallonia have been capitulated. Or have been, like, defeated. What do we do with our units now? Poland also took some territory. Good for you, Poland. You weirdo. I mean, I guess our volunteers are still actually in the fight. Seeing as, we're still out, you know, because France is still at war. We're still not consolidated Spain. But now with Germany being dead, being able to join the... Because you're still at war, but you're no longer in a faction. You guys are going to prepare to invade and go at full speed. I wonder if the American Civil War will actually end anytime soon. Because Cuba is no longer at war. Have the German government in exile. South Africa has actually now gone national populist. I didn't know if South Africa could go national populist, but here we go. Now we just gotta defeat the Entente, which is shouldn't be like that difficult. Austria, again, also shouldn't be that difficult to kill. But Austria is not our focus. Our focus is on trying to kill Canada and the French Republic. And Canada, thing is, they got a lot of ships, and naval superiority is something that we're never really going to be able to get. That's kind of our biggest issue here, right? Okay, so we got now the German Social Republic, led by Wilhelm Pieck. And now they'll basically just march their way straight into the Union Federation. I can't imagine them lasting for too long. Are you in the Internationale? Yeah, because you're a puppet of the French. Does Poland have an army? No. So they'll probably get killed pretty quickly, I would say. Also, you're not worth Russia anymore. Why is Russia no longer worth Lithuania and White Ruthenia? I do not know. I find that to be a little bit strange. But I think it's actually time for us to recall our volunteers. They don't need to be in Europe anymore. They've done their job, which was kill the Reichspakt. Now that the Reichspakt is dead, the Internationale basically can't lose. I mean, how much does France have? 5 to 27 for France. Canada has 10 to 42. Honestly, the biggest threat right now is the United States. And I guess maybe also Brazil. So you have 500 political power. Like, what can he even spend it on? I mean, once we're at war, we can spend it on some stuff. But until then, it's going to take a little while. And of course, the Ottoman War is still going on. Because they have... it's amazing that they have the defense and attack output for Ottoman rejuvenation. And they still can't actually kill the Cairo Pact. Even with all their bonuses. Looks like Afghanistan is going to end up losing their war. Russia is eventually probably going to kill Ukraine, Don Cuban Union. Just because... Which one of you is actually better? I mean, France is going to take all this territory. I mean, if Ukraine really does have like 100 divisions... I mean, how much does Russia have? 44 to 154? I mean, maybe somehow... Ukraine can still beat Russia, since they've, you know, taken like such a heavy beating. But I don't really know if that's possible. I mean, maybe the defending government also invaded Russia, but... Seeing as they're all at war with China right now, it seems unlikely. Also, the Hardy Commune is still surviving. Way better than I would have expected. Okay, another hurricane is approaching our territory. Yeah, and like, again, the Internationale, now they're not fighting Germany. The Nubian Federation doesn't have the power to hold them off. So they will just die. We got better research. Let's now go for... We don't have points for land doctrine. Okay, well, let's go for... I mean, it's 1941. Let's go for maybe construction speed. Like, what are we actually constructing right now? More military factories and do some basic repairs. I mean, Lithuania is going to take over... Prussia right now, mostly because, I mean, who would have stopped them? I mean, I guess they also have Finland as well, right? Finland has 14 to 34, 43 to 100, 15 to 66. They might still beat Russia. Like, it's still not impossible. Annual celebration. And we can see, like, a mass... I guess they'd still probably lose against the French. Like, once the Internationale kills the Nubian Federation, they march their way into West Ukraine. Ukraine, I don't think, stands any chance. But it's not impossible, I think, for Ukraine to kill Russia, and then for France to kill Ukraine. Okay, so it looks like you are immediately going to move and join up with the Internationale. Probably will invade Portugal right after that. And you're going to join the Entente. Which, I mean, is fine. I'm not too worried about what German government exile is going to do. 101. I mean, MacArthur is definitely going to win the Civil War right now. So good for MacArthur. The Pacific States do not have enough men to fight this front. It's just not possible. The French state, they're still sending some troops into Norway, but that's not going to last for too long. Mexico's no longer an occupied puppet. They're just a regular puppet now. And now, what's everybody else in South America doing? I don't think too much, right? Military grants, Bolivia, Peru. Yeah, most of you aren't really doing anything. And then Vienna will fall. All this area is going to get killed. All of Greece, Albania. Nobody here is surviving. France is going to own the entire continent by the end of this war. Other than probably the Dutch, Denmark, and Switzerland, but that's okay. Again, how many men do you guys have? 27 to 227. Like, that's a huge range. Like, realistically, we have no idea. We have no idea how many men they actually have. Poland's taking back some of their territory. And then in 56 days, we will join the Internationale. I mean, we still did, I think, quite a lot in order to secure victory for France and the rest of the Internationale. And Vienna's about to fall. How many troops does Mexico have? Mexico right now is 12 divisions. Yucatan said they have about 2. And now that we're not at war with Cuba anymore, we don't have to worry about naval invasions from them. I mean, the war with the New Federation might last a while. Because again, they still do have a lot of men. No, it does look like Ukraine's getting pushed back a little bit. And how close they get? They got 41%, which is not that bad. But against the New Federation and all the other countries probably aren't going to do well enough here. I mean, Afghanistan actually looks like they're starting to push their way back. They do have 21 divisions, which is not so bad. And Russia, they got 3 little pockets here, but they will be killed soon. Actually, Georgia's in the Moscow Accord. Thank you for one free civilian factory. I do appreciate it. But soon, you know, all our attention is going to have to focus on killing Canada. They don't have that many men, but again, they have a lot of they got a lot of ships. And I don't think I have a single ship, actually. What we should do is we should actually probably research. No, I don't need to research. I can probably just go for negotiate licenses. You'll say no to that. You don't like. Why do you not like us? Different opinion or different ideology? Look, we're about to join your faction, anyways. Why do I actually like them? Trade partners. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, now pushing away into Hungary. Vienna will probably fall pretty soon as well. How much does Georgia have? They had 5 to 20. I'm surprised they don't want to kill this area here. Like, Ukraine's not sending troops to go clean up the small pocket. Because we know there's no Russian troops actually in there. Wonder how many men are actually in this little area here. Could be a lot. Could basically be 0. We'll never know. Yeah, Peter is joining the Internationale. Don't trade with you anymore. Let's trade with France. Thank you for the aluminum. And we'll now see Iberia probably join the war and start pushing their way into Portugal. Yeah, and you're not connected to the rest of France. And you're not in the war anymore. Will this war with the Ottomans ever actually end? Who knows? Who knows? And of course, we know with Poland having actually 9 to 60 divisions now. See them probably take back some of their territory. And again, the Pacific States are they're not having a great day. Yeah, prepare an invasion into the United States. We could justify a war against them now. Take 30 days. But it makes no sense for us to declare a war on them while we're not ourselves in the Internationale. Because then we can rely on getting some foreign support. Which right now we don't have. Yeah, our troops are ready to go into here. We do have some more planes in reserves. We can crank you up to 200 as well. How many planes do we actually have in reserve? 113 extra? Okay. So I mean, we have a decent decent aircraft production here. Vienna has fallen, and you're just having a bad day. Actually, you're not having actually that bad of a day. You're not halfway dead. I mean, the whole thing is cores, right? A lot of cores for them to fight their way through. You're still fighting the French state. Belgium and Luxembourg. Congratulations, Luxembourg, on your independence. Yeah, now they'll push their way into Portugal. We ourselves are now in the Internationale as well. We don't start off at war with anybody, but of course I will. Hey, France, immediately join your war. Yeah, and immediately start pushing your way into Costa Rica. Now that that's all done, it's time for us to maybe focus on some other stuff now. Consumer good factory goes down. 1,000 rifles, I think, is basically trash. Let's get some infrastructure, seems okay. We get some more propaganda. We're already at 89%. We'll join France's research faction as well. Yeah, near naval invasions that we don't really have to actually worry about. And now we can actually see what's happening here. You can see that Austria really is just completely outgunned. Like, they're just outnumbered, basically. And once you're dead, Lithuania will basically have no defenses whatsoever. Look at the non-aggression pacts with the Russian faction. I really don't see a reason not to. Also, we can now go up to war economy. Go up to certified requirement. There's a naval invasion happening in our country. Where? I don't really know. Let's bring a handful of you come back to our territory here. Also, let's make sure you're two different armies, or at least two different colors. You guys can be the Red Army. Air invasion like this. France, I will love to know how to build a basic submarine. Just a cheap ass submarine, thank you. But of course, I don't know the parts to actually build it though, right? Yeah, like it's stupid that you still gotta research how to make the shit. Costa Rica's capitulated, thank you for the guns. Canadians are on their way. Yeah, they want to defend Panama, which we will not allow them to do. We can take over the Panama Canal. It's going to give us a lot of bonuses here. Brazil has a pretty large army. Kind of hard to say who's going to come out on top in that fight. Also, our aircraft probably should be doing some stuff, huh? Get some air superiority in the area. Give us the air support that we do want and need. Again, how many troops does Mexico have? 12 divisions? Still pretty good. Still pretty good. Let's upgrade our fighters to be fighter 2s. And we'll also make more fighters. Get a little bit of steel from France still. Thank you very much. And yeah, like once the war in Europe is over, we can hopefully rely on French support. Research, let's go for... Not you yet. We're close to getting the research, but we're not quite there yet. And with, you know, some of our political power, Might as well get some war propaganda, boost it up to 100% just because, you know, why not? We do have planes in the area, but again, our planes are kind of garbage. Sacramento has fallen, which means that I think 6 states are very, very close. There we go. They are now dead. Where are they going to land? I don't really know. We have a lot of guns as well. So we can actually probably make less guns. I don't think we need that many guns. Make more aircraft. Okay, the American Civil War has now ended. You have to wait for MacArthur basically to like demobilize the militias that the AI gets for free. It's like we can try to invade the US. I don't think that'd be the worst thing in the world. The AI's really got to, I mean, how many troops does the French state have? 8 to 22. And you don't have any naval superiority. Like, does Russia, like, not have... Like, it really seems like Russia's just basically in a stalemate forever. Yeah, and the French are sending troops onto this border, but of course, you're not at war with Lithuania. So it doesn't actually make any difference there whatsoever. Might as well get both of these done. Again, we have so much political power. Like, why not? Okay, there's a lot of enemy forces down in the south. The proposed AI naval invasion still has not actually happened yet. We don't have enough spies to... We don't have factories to make a spy facility? Whatever you want to call it. Again, France. I do need you to end this war in Europe. To send units to help me fight the United States. So we can eventually push our way into Canada. Okay, Georgia's fallen. Donkoban Union's looking pretty good for themselves. They're doing pretty strong. And this war still with in China is still no end in sight. I mean, you guys were doing really, really good. And now it seems like you've kind of hit like a little bit of a wall. Which is very unfortunate. I mean, it looks like you're pushing a little bit here, but that's not going to be enough, right? Let's go for night vision. It's going to take a while to research, but I'm okay with that. I mean, Romania, Serbia. How many men do these guys have? You know, a decent amount, actually. Looks like the AI still has not actually sent any... It said that they're doing a naval invasion, but it still hasn't actually shown up yet. So I'm not too sure when or if that's actually going to be coming. Why is he not clique improving relations with Colombia? What a strange... I don't know. Very, very weird. You can see Britain is sending troops over to Argentina. You've almost done victory in the Civil War. And will you go for the American Caesar, or will democracy triumph in the US? Like, Greece has claimed this territory up here. France owns here now, and I don't know why. I guess they could have navally invaded, which is not impossible. And it looks like the French basically got killed. Does France even have an army? Like, not really. Like, that's the weird thing with the Entente, right? Is that they really don't have... Apparently, they actually still have up to 444 divisions. How the hell is that possible? Is it India? Yeah, it's mostly India. That's providing them any actual army.